top story this morning, the village of Ruidoso dealing with the aftermath of some severe flash flooding. Take a look at some of this amazing video that came into our newsroom. It shows that water flowing freely down streets right near Brady Canyon just after 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Officials say the Riverside RV park flooded and urge residents to shelter in place.
So recently there was some floods that happened in Ruidoso, New Mexico, and since I live right next to Ruidoso, New Mexico, I thought, why not go over there and go check it out? Interview the people, you know, tell their story, tell them what's happening to them, how they're impacted by the situation and all that. So Ruidoso is one of those little villages that people go to for like retreats and ski resorts. Usually the people that go here are from like El Paso or neighboring cities. And this being my first time here, you wouldn't expect there to be no floods.
Got a video of this, but it was up here about 3 foot. You can see the water line in here.
That's crazy.
Yeah. In this case, I think where the water came in, because it was.
You guys did. It's raining way up there, Miguel.
Yeah, it was up. It was about this high. And it blew this door open and filled the house up with water. And then from here it came into this lower den area. You can see the water line up here.
How have you been impacted by the floods that came down here?
It's definitely affected my wallet. I know that's kind of petty to say, but I work up here every day and I haven't been able to work consistently since the floods happened. My name's John Brunk, B-R-U-N-K. I have to tell people that because that's how I introduce myself. It's like drunk, but with a B. You know what I mean? My boss, who runs the shop, he lost 2 houses, one house that he lives in and another house that his 4 kids live in. So you can imagine how hectic that could be.
Those 100-year floods, the water might have come up 3/4 of the way, that embankment, and now it's just well, they told us it came up 20 foot.
On top of having to like totally uproot your life, he's had people break into his home, steal things while it's, you know, like halfway down the river still. So it's just really shitty, especially on people's like morals and like, you know, I don't know. It would just suck to wake up every day knowing your shit's floating down the river. You know what I mean? Like, I feel for the guy, definitely. I've lived up here most of my life, and this is definitely one of the worst things I think has happened to this town. Besides the fires, of course. The fires is a whole other subject. If it wasn't for the fires, it wouldn't be this bad.
What was it like when you evacuated? Like, was it just go to a different spot?
You know, I didn't think anything of it. I was just happy my boss was giving me the day off at the time. So I went home. I have my kid at home, so I was just happy to leave. I didn't really think we get flood warnings all the time. So that was just like another like, oh, okay, you know, something's gonna happen. But nothing usually does happen. And in all honesty, we're pretty close or used to floods up here. They happen quite often. So I didn't really think anything of it until I saw on the news what had happened.
Everyone, we have breaking news at this hour. Stunning videos coming out of Ruidoso. Rescue crews are actually working right now to help trapped residents get out safely.
A healthy monsoon season is normally a good thing, especially for the borderland region who has been in extreme drought. However, for Ruidoso, heavy rainfall could potentially mean deadly flash flooding.
This cell phone video shows a trailer home being pulled apart and swept downstream by the powerful floodwaters. Another video shows water flowing over Paradise Canyon, an area that has already seen destructive flooding this summer. That's just one of the roads closed near Midtown Ruidoso.
So right here where I stand is exactly where the flooding is coming through. As you can see, there's a bunch of rescue workers behind me. They're trying to watch out for the floods and all that stuff. But it's starting to get more increasing, higher and higher as we go. And not only that, but we're also expecting about 2 foot of rainwater to come through this river right here and then flood it out. Also, as you can see right here, a gentleman's house, or excuse me, a gentleman's shed was completely destroyed when the flood waters happened to come up to his shed right here. He was saying that it was actually past his tree right here, but eventually when the flood waters came up to the house, it ended up destroying the foundation of his shed right here and eventually crumbling the entire shed itself. So unfortunately, people have lost their livelihoods, people have lost their houses, people have lost everything they've owned down here due to the floods, and a lot of people feel trapped. We saw that there was a person who saw his house flooding down the river here. We saw that people are struggling to keep their jobs because of the floods. We saw that people are here just simply struggling because of a catastrophic disaster that no one had control of.